What's up, good people? Let's get ready to rock and roll. It's Brian Beane. The Extra Digit Movement is in the building. I appreciate you guys for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We want to thank you so much for joining us about this income shifting concept about cash flow expansion, the things they never taught you guys in school. So make sure you guys go ahead and get your watch parties going. Let everyone you know that right now we're going to do some things that have never been done before. We're going to reveal the rules of the wealthy. We're going to talk about things that most people never, ever talk about if you're not wealthy. They talk about these things at the dinner tables when you're wealthy, but most people never talk about these things because of capitalism. So I want you guys to get ready to rock and roll. I'm going to start this thing in less than 2 minutes, 2 minutes and counting. Again, I'm Brian Beane. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, let's find out who's in the building real quick. Knoxville, I see you. What's up, Jerron Towns? I see you, Timothy. The Georgia Peach is in the building. That will be Miss Amber. What's up, Miss Johnson? Hinesville, Georgia is in the building. Gwendolyn Dotson is in the building. Straight from New York. Brooklyn is in the house, if you don't know that by now. Keisha Jordan, what's going on? Front and center always is so correct. Teresa Tillman, what's going on? Mario? So listen, guys, we're going to talk about money tonight, right? We're going to talk about your money. We're going to talk about the things that they never, ever taught you in schools. We're going to talk about the rules of the wealthy. We're going to talk about capitalism. We're going to talk about why most Americans struggle in the wealthiest country in the world. Have you ever thought about why are most Americans in a situation where they don't have $500 saved up? The wealthiest country in the world. Why are most Americans in a situation where they're buried in debt? Right, so let me do this too. Let me go ahead and have my own watch party. How about that? Let me start my watch party as well so we can get ready to rumble. I got some special guests that are going to join me who are area directors. That means they're in a position to earn 5 figures a month. 4 figures extra per month. Get a car bonus, get a presidential bonus up to $100,000 a month. All kind of cool things. So I see some in the studio waiting on me. I'm going to go ahead and get my watch party going as well. I hope you guys are doing the same. That means we can expose this to a lot of people at the same time, right? So our fan page, if you don't know, we do this every Wednesday. No password necessary. Please put that in your notes. Our fan page is howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com. That is howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com. We do this on our fan page so you can show a lot of people exactly what you're learning tonight. So I'm gonna go ahead and get mine going now. And that way, the masses can see this. So let's go ahead and get this done. I got a good friend of mine I'm gonna bring on in a second. I see him in the studio. He's gonna help me with these rules of the wealthy. But first, I want to set something up for you guys. Why are most Americans struggling? I was asking you guys that question earlier. Here's why most Americans struggle. Most people don't even know that a game is being played, right? The game is called capitalism. Now, what that means is people capitalize on your lack of knowledge. I want you guys to put this in your notes. If you think education is expensive, you should try ignorance, right? Ignorance will cost you way more money than education will. What happens is in this country, capitalism demands that people who make money, and it's not a bad thing, it's only evil if people use it against you. But after tonight, you'll be able to say no more, right? No more, never again will this happen to you. Capitalism means that people who understand it take advantage of those who don't. That means they capitalize off of you. Now, America is the land of plenty. I agree. You don't see a bunch of boats leaving this country. I agree. You see a bunch of people dying to get over here and doing the best they can to stay in this country. I agree. But it is a little bit, the secrets are a little bit hidden in plain sight. For example, why don't they teach Entrepreneurship 101 in college? Why don't they teach Building Wealth 102 in college? Why don't they teach How to Grow Assets 103 in college? Why don't they teach Eliminating Credit Card Debt 104? Why don't they teach Entrepreneurship 105? Well, it's simple. If everybody became a business owner and everyone became an entrepreneur, then they wouldn't be able to pay people a certain wage and get you stuck in a certain lifestyle. See, I learned a long time ago, if you walk into a building every day that you don't own, you're building somebody else's dream. Now, for those I've never met, my name is Beane. I'm the founder of an organization called the Extra Digit Movement. And we're in partnership with a company called Making Wealth Real. So it's really just 6 letters you got to remember. EDM, that's the Extra Digit Movement, and MWR, Making Wealth Real. This is like the perfect marriage. What we do in Extra Digit is we give you the mindset necessary to make the money that you deserve, right? Put in the comments, put me if you know for a fact that you deserve more than what you're currently getting. I'll put me, right? All of us do. All of us deserve more than we're currently getting. It's just that you have to find the right opportunity at the right time with the right person, with the right company, and with the right training, and with the right mentor, and with the right mindset. You'll get the money that you deserve. That's number 1. So Extra Digit shows you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time using strategies, not sales, not hype, not fluff. Real people getting real results using real strategies. Now, who is Making Wealth Real? Making Wealth Real is the company that cuts your check every single day. Making Wealth Real is the company that has the experts that do the implementation. You see, Extra Digit, our group, we do the education, like tonight. Making Wealth Real implements those strategies and shows you how to get Uncle Sam out your pockets. Shows you how to get that interest back from the banks so you can make yourself wealthy, right? Making Wealth Real is going to show you how your millionaire plan should look and how to hit it dead on the head. Making Wealth Real is going to show you private banking and land banking and wealth principles and how to implement the things that we introduce you to. Now, timing is everything. I got a gentleman in the back office I see here in the studio I'm going to bring up. Mr. Monty Montgomery. Mr. Monty, how you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling fantastic. How about yourself tonight, Brian?
One time, give me a mic check.
Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me?
You sound great, man. How you feel?
I'm feeling awesome, Brian. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for joining us in the studio. Listen, Monty, we're going to carry this thing back and forth like Batman and Robin. I'm going to call you Batman. I'm Robin. Is that cool?
If you say so.
So check this out, Monty. Why is the quarantine right now the perfect time to join forces with Making Wealth Real, Extra Digit? We got a few things that normally keep people from succeeding financially. Inflation and taxes and debt and big business. Let's just tackle real quick inflation and taxes. Normally, inflation is what? And now inflation is even higher because of what?
Absolutely. Well, it's because of this extraordinary time that we're living in right now with this pandemic. You know, inflation basically determines the cost that we pay for goods and services. And, you know, businesses always have an opportunity to set their prices. And but right now, during this unprecedented time that we're all experiencing, guess what? With businesses being closed and people not being able to socialize, not being able to dine out, not being able to do all the things that we normally have done, the prices of goods and services are going up. You know, delivery of products in grocery stores, everything is going up. And what that has resulted in is that they've then had to turn around and pass that cost on to the consumers, you and I. And that's essentially, that's inflation.
So it's simple. If everybody's quarantined and this economy is based on us getting together, this economy is based on us going out to eat. A whole economy is based on the baseball game. A whole economy is based on churches. A whole economy is based on sports and athletics and traveling, hotels, restaurants, food, airline tickets. Well, if we can't get together, these industries are taking a hit. Is that what you're saying, right?
Absolutely, 100%.
So when a few people can get into the barbershop and a few people get in the nail salon and a few people going to the daycare and a few people traveling and a few people staying in hotels and fake fans are in the stands in the NBA playoffs, what you're telling me is the little bit that people can do, the prices are going to be higher because companies have to make up for that loss.
They got to make up for that loss. Absolutely.
So what we have to do is earn more income, guys. If the companies are going to increase their prices, you got to be able to increase your income. Here's a good note for you guys, Monty. I used to say this all the time, but this is a good one. Pay residual bills with residual what?
With residual income, absolutely.
Monty, you know, you really going to appreciate this as I do my hands like this. If your bills come in a circle, your money better be coming right in a circle.
In a circle.
The problem with most people, Monty, their bills come every single month. I don't care if you use your cell phone or not, the bill is what? It's coming.
It's still coming.
Wax on. I don't care if you use the lights or not, the light bill is what? It's coming.
That means still rolling.
Go out of town, the mortgage still what? Coming. But Monty, that straight line, that money is usually for most people coming in a straight line, but their bills are running in circles. Now, Monty, do you have the pleasure of getting paid every single day and making Wealth Real Financial?
100%, Brian. This has been one of the most awesome opportunities that I've had a chance to experience, that now I can earn residual income and getting paid every day, a daily guaranteed minimum of $30 per day now. And that's $900 a month, whether or not I do anything. I just wake up and sit in the bed all day. That's $900 a month that I wasn't seeing before.
Now, how cool is that, y'all? So here's how it looks. I'm gonna show y'all how these checks come. So every single day, right, we get this text message. And this text message is gonna say $5, $10, $15, $5, $20, $30, $50. You got people every single day earning $20 a day. That's an extra $600 a month just because we teach people how to own and operate their own home-based business. You got people getting paid every single day, $900 a month for the 30s, right? Like Monty right now is at the $900 a month level. So now you got a residual check coming in to pay your residual bills. We got people getting paid every single day, $50 a day. That's what? $1,500 a month. Now you got a residual check to pay your residual bills, right? We got people getting, $100 a day. Kim Whitfield, Anthony Moore, Larry Murray, $100 a day. That's $3,000 a month. Oh my goodness, it gets better. Miss Quanah Sims, $4,500 a month, $150 a day, right? Chuck Harden. Think about this, guys. $150 a day. He has an 800 plus credit score. His debt is going down tremendously. His income is going up tremendously. It's a family affair. He and his brother, his children, all work from home. Now you're enjoying the lifestyles of the rich and famous, right? So these checks, guys, go all the way up to $1,000 a day. Quanah Sims has never owned a home-based business, doesn't have a huge YouTube following, doesn't have YouTube videos, only got 500 friends on Facebook, if that, don't accept no friend requests, don't talk to nobody, and is making $4,500 a month. Monty, how in the world is this possible? People during the pandemic are hungry and looking. Have you found that to be true?
It's absolutely true, Brian. I mean, here's the bottom line. People are at home anyway, right? And many people are not able to get out and earn money the way that they were prior to this whole pandemic starting. And so, hey, why not make money while you're at home? And so everybody's not losing during this pandemic. And this is a great opportunity and a vehicle to put people in a position to win.
So let me show you what he's talking about, right? This is cool. Let me make my screen a little smaller here. So he said something powerful. Everybody's not losing. So Monty, we have kind of a recurring theme here. If you're not losing, you're winning. Why are these companies winning? In your estimation, what is Uber doing that's different? What is Purell doing that's different? If you're making a mask, what are all these companies, what they all have in common right now?
They are doing one of the things that wealthy people tell you all the time. If you want to get wealthy, you have to find a solution to a problem. And if you're able to bring solutions during this pandemic right now, then you're winning. And so all of these companies that you're showing, you know, from the hand sanitizers to the masks, to being able to leverage social media to conduct meetings for businesses, to getting products and services brought to you via Amazon or Uber Eats or Instacart. Listen, all these companies are providing solutions during this pandemic, and they are winning. And MWR is doing the exact same thing. They are finding solutions to the main issue that many people have prior to the pandemic and certainly during it, and that's money.
That's right. And I'm gonna tell you guys something, man. And Monty, you can hit on this because you had a personal encounter. I was at your house yesterday, and I was telling you about a friend of mine. I was on the phone with a friend of mine who had a personal encounter. Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. And for those that don't believe it, don't play around with this COVID thing. I don't have to scare you. Look, the home-based business right now could save your life. Let me say this again. The home-based business right now could save your life. You can mess around if you want to and get all in people's faces and don't wear your mask and not wash your hands more than you think you should and touch every doorknob and go into every restaurant. Mess around if you want to. I had a good friend of mine that almost passed away last week. He said, Monty, he couldn't even get to the door. He had to will himself to the door to get his sister in, to turn the doorknob so they could make it to the hospital. He barely made it. Like, thank God he's home. But guys, this is not a fad. The home-based business is the new trend. Monty, you had an encounter with a family member about COVID. And this is not a public service announcement, guys. This thing is starting to hit close to home. And if you're not taking this serious, like, oh, my life is fine, nothing's going to get adjusted. Look, guys, the playoffs have fake fans in the stands right now, okay? $1 billion company had to rent 40 miles from another $1 billion company called Disney because the fans can't even meet. And you just act like ain't nothing going on. Monty, the home-based business can save your life. Am I right?
Oh, 100% it can save your life, man. Here's the NBA example, I think, is an excellent example. These guys essentially now are living in a bubble. That's what they say. They're living in a bubble,
yep.
Still being able to do their jobs, but not to fans as they used to. Well, guess what? We're all right now living in bubbles too. It's called your home, right?
That's right.
And so while you're living in your bubble, then why not position yourself to leverage the technologies, the solutions that are out here, and put yourself in a position to win, just like the NBA is still winning.
So he said something cool, right? We're leveraging technology. What we're doing right now, we're using Facebook. It's streaming on YouTube. We're using Instagram. We're using Zooms. We're doing all these things to get people to see the power of a home-based business. So look, Brian, what is my home-based business, right? What do we do? I don't understand. What's the product? What's the service? I want to make this crystal clear. Your home-based business is introducing people via our platform to the power of a home-based business. Put this in the notes. I'm looking at my home-based business, okay? I don't know. You're looking at it. You bring people to the Zoom. You bring people to the StreamYard. You bring people to our Facebook channel. You're showing your friends how to make money every single day. You're showing your colleagues how to lower their taxes and work their home-based business as a financial educator. Here's what I like about it, guys. Use Zoom like they use you. Absolutely. You pay them a monthly subscription, then why in the world won't you use that monthly subscription to make you a couple of $1,000s a week? I turned a $228 investment into $500,000 because I use Facebook like they use me. If you're gonna sell my information, Monty, right? How do we know? Don't ads pop up in the middle of your YouTube video and your Facebook
with exactly the things that you've been thinking about and looking for.
The things you've been looking for. I wanted an air fryer. Oh my goodness! You know what I'm saying? The minute you Googled it, air fryer start popping up. Am I right?
Absolutely.
The minute you Google back to school, ads start popping up in your timeline. They're selling your information. So why are you letting social media platforms sell all your data and not flipping it around and using that same social media platform to buy $10,000 worth of stock, right? To own a business that you can invest $228 in and like me, turn it into $500,000. Monty, people don't believe that, but when I show them these checks and things like that, here's what I tell people. If I, in 8 months to 12 months, can make $500,000 to $1 million, If it took you 5 years to make $1 million, please say, I'll take it in the comments if that's you.
I'll take it all day.
I'll take it all day long, right? So, guys, here's the service. Now that you know what we offer, here's the service. It's called the Financial Edge membership. The business itself is only $228. Now, this is not for small-minded people. Put this in your notes. Small-minded people don't have room for big ideas. I'm telling you that right now. This is not for that person that has got a small mind. I'm not knocking your pockets, if you notice. I never make fun of people's pockets because I was so broke. I'm telling you now, I had the B, the R, the O, and the K, and my E was on layaway for a long time. My E didn't get off layaway till I was way out of college, right? So I'm not knocking your pockets. What I'm knocking is the mindset of some of your friends who won't invest $228 into themselves, start a home-based business, and get paid every single day for showing people how to work from home, for showing people how to get tax deductions, for showing people how $119 a month, that's your expense. Invest $228 one time, $119 a month, and that's a tax deduction. Now, Monty, you're really good at this, man. We put me and you side by side. I don't have a home-based business. Let's say you do. Why are you winning and saving like $600 a month off the top? Your social makes you a sole proprietor. In this country, your social security number says you get certain benefits. Monty, break that down, what you get to do that I don't get to do, and why you're able to do it just because you invested $228.
Yes, sir, Brian. So quite simply, there's just some phenomenal things that I can do as a business owner with a home-based business. I have a cable bill that I'm paying every month. I got a cell phone bill that I'm paying every month. I got maintenance on my vehicle that I'm paying every time I have to maintain it. Gas in that vehicle for every time I get in it and drive around. When I go out to eat, I'm spending that money on meals while I'm out anyway. And there are a list of 100 other things.
That's right.
But because I have a home-based business, all of those things that I'm spending money on anyway, I get to recoup that money as a business expense, and it lowers the amount of taxes that I have to pay to the IRS. Now, to compound that, because I have a home-based business, and let's say you're just working a job, but I have a job, I still have a home-based business. That also allows me to reduce the amount of taxes that I'm paying out every payday. And that money gets to come back into me, and I get to use that money. In business, we call that, you work and then you spend and then you pay taxes on what's left. Right. But in this scenario, you have to work and then you pay taxes and then you get to spend what's left in your pocket. And for most Americans, they find themselves short every month. They got more debt left at the end of their month than they do money. And so that's the big difference. I get to write stuff off that I'm spending money on all day, every day anyway, because I have this business, and the person who doesn't just gets to spend the money and they don't get to recoup it at all.
And experts say that's about $600 a month. So guys, put this in your notes. Stop throwing 20s out the window. $20 a day times 30 days a month is $600 a month. If you don't have a business, I want you to take $20. I want you to ball it up, and I want you to just chuck it out the window once a day. Because that's what you're doing. You're giving the government about $600 too much every month. So guys, if I make $50,000 and I don't have a home-based business and they take $18,000 in taxes, I take home $32,000. Now I'm trying to live off $32,000. You see, if I have a home-based business, they say, no, you made $50,000 on your job. Your bills were $18,000. So we're going to tax you on $32,000. They let you get the write-offs first, and then they tax you on the lower balance. If you have a job, they tax you first, and you live on the lower balance. I can just hang up right now because, Monty, that's $228, okay? Right? Just that. But because we're legal and because we're a real business with a real product and a real company with real services, this is not a flower. This is not Cash App. This ain't Telegram. You ain't sending money to a bunch of strangers who people not calling you back, and you ain't got to bring in no 2 people and get put in the headlock, and we not having no fallouts. It's a real business with real people getting real results. How? You get this portal called a Financial Edge membership. I want you to write down the following words: money, credit, equity, wealth. Money, credit, equity, wealth. These are what we call our 4 maxes. I'm gonna show you guys some examples here, right? These are like our 4 pillars, if you will. So all you do is you ask the expert from each pillar. Money Max, these are our enrolled agents from the IRS that help you lower your taxes now that you have a business, legally, ethically, and morally. Monty, how illegal can a home-based business be when enrolled agents are our partners? Right?
Absolutely.
How illegal can a home-based business be when we issue a 1099 and tell the government how much you made last year? See, Making Wealth Real is going to send the government, hey, Brian Beane made, about $500,000 so far. Whew, the government's going to know. So what I got to do is say, hey, enroll agents, how can I make that bill less? We got people on your side that are going to show you how to do that. Credit Max. Your credit oftentimes has illegal things put on there by creditors. Your interest rates are higher because of those illegal things. Credit Max experts help you remove the erroneous things off your credit so your scores go back up. Equity Max is the debt elimination software. Now that your debt is coming down and your credit scores are going up, you can get what's called your millionaire date. You see? Now, Wealth Max is what you do with the money now that you got your stuff together. Wealth Max is a private consultation where you speak with you set an appointment on a Zoom with one of our licensed and professional financial analysts, and you discuss land banking. You discuss private banking. These are things that literally allow you to take the pillars 1, 2, and 3 and invest them in number 4. Now, let me show you something pretty cool. Let me show you the money and get out of here. All of these have a chat center called Ask the Expert, right? So when you ask the expert questions, they hit you back via email or a chat. Now for $4 a day, you got experts in taxes, credit, debt elimination, and wealth creation all at your fingertips, or at least via email within 24 to 72 hours for a response. And then I tell people, give it 14 to 30 business days for them to start implementing your strategies. Put that in your notes. We want 14 to 30 business days from the time you sign up. You'll start seeing your cash flow get better within 14 to 30 business days. And the reason I say that, and it's amazing, people sign up for a membership, right? Sure. Had a 300 credit score their whole life, then they want your experts to fix it this Friday.
Yes, sir. Everybody wants to get things done instantly, but don't take the time to even think about the fact that, you know what, it took me a little while to get in this position. I didn't get in it overnight. We shouldn't expect to get out of it overnight. Give it a little bit of time. Give the experts the time to go to work for you. You know, right. We all are living in this pandemic right now, and it's impacted everything. You know, and it's not that it won't get done, but they got to work through some of the obstacles that this pandemic has presented, even to them. So give it the time, and you'll see it. You'll see it. You know, start to materialize.
And when it works, man, put that in the comments. We are in a pandemic. Okay, I mean, that's just a fact. Get a business 30 days before you start questioning and judging it. People always want to find a reason. Oh, man, I thought it was going to be done by Friday. Well, when did you talk to the expert? Yesterday. Well, what's today? Thursday. Oh, okay. I mean, it take your car no longer to get to you than you giving an expert to get it off. Your repossession. Hey, man, I got somebody here I want to bring on. This is what we call our triple threat. What's up, Derek, right here?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Brian Beane? Can you hear me?
Man, we're gonna close it out with a bang, Derek. The reason I call you the triple threat, because you took advantage of like all the maxes. Am I right? Just about.
That's right. Just all 3, at least the first 3 so far.
Okay, talk to everybody real quick about what the Money Max experts did for you, and then stop. And I'm gonna elaborate on one thing, and we're gonna parlay into the final two.
Okay, yes, with the Money Max folks, all I did was, like I say, just uploaded my last two pay stubs, and like I say, and my tax credit and my tax reports. And once they did all that, it took them maybe like a few weeks to process everything. But once I got it back, I started seeing an increase in my paycheck. Because at first, my paycheck, I was taking home like $2,500 every 2 weeks. And then after I got my W-4 corrected, then it went from 2,500 to almost 3,000 every 2 weeks. And so with that, I love the increase in my pay. So which means once I started paying off some of my debt, I rolled into the next max.
Okay, so what we do, I want y'all to put this in the notes. Let Uncle Sam pay for it.
Mm.
You see, what he did first, when you got your home-based business, the first thing we do is get the experts to look at our pay stubs so you can get the federal taxes down. And the reason we say let Uncle Sam pay for it is because the business will fund itself. Put this in the comments. We don't believe in free.
Mm.
We don't believe in free. We're not looking for free-minded people. We're not looking for cheap-minded people. Well, what's up with the 119? No, we'll show you how the 119 will what? Fund itself. We don't believe in free. We're business people. But we'll show you how to get that expense covered where you make more in the business than you do the expense, right? Let me make sure they put that in there. We don't believe in free. I don't like free-minded people, but we do believe in profit. Add that on the cherry, right? Add that on top. So now, Mr. Ray, you got your taxes down. The business is now paying for itself. How do we now parlay that into the debt, and what that do with your credit score?
Now, when I parlay with the debt, what I did with my credit score is, like say, I went over to the Credit Max. Now, with the Credit Max, like say, I loaded up all my three credit bureaus of my credit reports and everything, and then let the experts just do the rest. And like I say, it was like fire and forget about it. And so once they did their part, you know, in return, I went from start off in the 770s, 780s, and then about a few weeks later, after that, it crept up to 800. And then I just happened to check again 30 days after that, which is roughly around just a 3-month span. I'm up now to 830.
So you went from the 7s to the 8. You're almost at 850.
I'm at 830, almost 850.
Nice. Now, we then take the credit score increase and we start attacking our debt. That's why I love that you're here, because you're a triple threat. I can show them the comp plan and we are done. Watch this. What is your millionaire? You don't have to give me the date, but like, how did your millionaire date and your freedom goal, how did they take your numbers and give you those two things?
Once I loaded up all my debt in the process of their software of Equity Max, it basically did it itself. I just loaded up all my debt, and basically what it calculated was to answer your question, my millionaire date is 2038, and my debt-free debt is 2029.
Nice. So you'll be a millionaire 3 years after you get the debt away.
That's it.
So what that tells you guys is debt is what keeps you from becoming a millionaire. See, a lot of people miss that. If his millionaire date is 2032, 12 years from now, but he's debt-free in 2029, do y'all know the banks are the ones that rob you of your millions? Do you guys know, if you want to be wealthy, anybody on this webinar can be wealthy. But to do it, you got to get your money back from the people that's keeping you from getting wealthy. And we call that income shifting the money back to you. So guys, here's what happens. Derek, stick around with me, okay? Stay with me.
All right.
So here's what happens. When you go to land banking, right, which is where now you're taking the money from our the banks that you got back, and you're taking the debt and the interest back. I'm sorry, the taxes back from the government and the interest back from the banks. Now our firm bought land wholesale in Green, well, they call it Green Energy Valley, but it's Antelope Valley, California. So Brian, what do we do with the money? Well, now land banking, for example, is a consultation you can set where you now can purchase land wholesale with our membership in what's being called Silicon Valley Part Two. See, you guys ever seen like Monty? You've seen this. You see the guys out there. They're called civil engineers, and they got these little telescopes. And you got a guy walking down the street, and he's walking with a little roll, the little wheel. Am I right?
Right.
And next thing you know, we see Walmart pop up in 6 months. Am I right?
Absolutely.
You thought those guys were just bird hunting? No, they're not looking through binoculars looking for birds, guys. They're trying to see if they can survey this land. You got the same opportunity in Antelope Valley, California. The Olympics will be there in 2028. Warren Buffett is putting $2.5 billion in his new green energy transit system in the same area. NASA is bringing 6,000 new jobs along with the armed forces. And Monty, you got a little inside scoop on this because of what you do for a living. You actually have a project out in this area, 60 miles outside of LA. Tell them about the highway they're building.
Yes, sir. So, LA hadn't built highways since, 20 years at least. And, but now because of the Olympics coming and the growth that they're anticipating, they're building a highway out into this area that Brian was talking about, now Antelope, California. But to tie in with the transit system that Warren Buffett is investing in, they're also making connections to tie that into the existing transit LA Metro system out there so that people will be able to go from LA airport all the way out to this new Antelope, California, or green technology area. And so, I had an opportunity to someone called me to take part in helping to expand and build that transit system out there. But guess what? I get to do that from home.
That's right. That's right. So y'all don't know, Monty's the guy that keeps us all safe. Okay. Y'all don't know Monty's a bad man. His job is to make sure when we get on some of these trains and automobiles and planes that we all safe. So he has some inside scoop on what's going on out there. So look, man, we talked enough about the product. Let's get out of here. Here's the reality, right? When you look at what we're doing, in a nutshell, we're bringing the following things down. Taxes got to go what? Down. Debt has to go what? Down. Interest has to go what? Down. Stress got to go what?
Down.
Right? We got enough going on right now. Now, Derek, I'm gonna let you do this. What did you bring up automatically?
Credit scores.
Credit scores going up. Cash flow going up. Monty, you getting paid every day. Your income going what?
Up.
Investments going what? Up. Derek, for you, it's a family affair, man. I saw another post. Your son is getting paid every day. You getting paid every day. Like collectively, what are you guys making per day? The family and everybody.
I'm up to $30 a day. My son, he's basically fluctuating between $5 a day to $20 a day.
So let's just say on a good day he's at 20, you at 30. That's $50 a day. The household now brings $1,500 a day in.
Absolutely.
And your daughter's in the business.
Yes, she is.
So she rocking and rolling too, man. This is awesome. So watch this, guys. You might be saying, okay, how do we get paid? Make this a little smaller this time. So we get paid on this card. We get paid 10 different ways, just so you know. For the sake of time, I'm going to close out and go over about 4 of them, right? So what we do is simple. Our first goal is to self-fund your business. Put this in your notes. There's no such thing. We don't believe in free, but we believe in profit. I don't like free-minded people. It's not about what I don't like. I don't think people understand to get wealthy, you might want to use $4 a day in your budget. Okay, that's just the way it works. So the first way we get the business to fund itself is the W-4 adjustment. Now the government, you heard Derek, right? The government will put the money back in your paycheck. So now the business pays for itself. Another way that you can get the business to fund itself is 3 customers. Let's say you have 3 people that's like, man, I like those experts. I don't want to make any money, but I do want Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, Wealth Max, 3 people. Then of your 119, 79 of it is covered. So now you have a $40 per month business. So we like to show you that 3 customers will cover your business for you. Then the third way is if you introduce 3 people to the business, your 119 is covered. So you can get 3 customers to cover a portion of it. You can get 3 business partners to cover a portion of it, but now you're profitable, and it's almost like you don't even feel the whopping 119. The whopping $4 a day is covered by your business. We give you a bonus on top of that. Here's how this works. If 3 people say, I'm in, I like this, I need to make some money, the pandemic is real, I'm not trying to get out here in people's faces until they figure this thing out, $900 is cut one time, and you also earn $50 per qualified financial director. So this is one of my actual paychecks here. This is a $900, this is a $1,300 day. But see where it says congratulations? 900 of it was from 3 people who helped 3 people, and they helped 3 people, right? So if you're taking those guys, I want you to write this down. M is in Mary, B is in bonus, MB equals 150, 450, 900. MB, M is in Michael, B is in bonus. It's called a momentum bonus. M is in momentum, B is in bonus. MB equals 150, 450, 900. Now, you also earn $50 for individuals that you introduce to the business. So for example, I introduced Robert, I introduced Samuel, I introduced Christina. So you earn $50 when a person says, I like this, I need some extra money, right? But what you didn't know was that people that you may not even know, you earn bonuses as well. Anywhere from $10 to $75 for total strangers. Derek, this is how I fired my boss 23 years ago when I was 22 years old. I learned the principle of leverage, literally. So now you earn $65, $35. This is one of my pay stubs, right? 65, 65, 25, 35, 65, 10, whatever. You earn anywhere from $10 to $75 on a sliding scale as strangers enter your organization. Put this in your notes. You cannot control another person's excitement. There's the quote. There's our favorite quote. You cannot control another person's excitement. You can't stop it. So watch this. I joined the business on October 28th. My first check was $28. My next check was $38. Then people got excited because see, y'all think you got to be wealthy for people to get excited. Mm-hmm. People just want what's called a reality check. Put that in the comments. I need my reality check. That's all I needed, Monty. Once I got $28, I said, oh, they paying. And then I got another one the next day. I said, oh, it's daily. And then it went from 2 figures to 3 figures. And every day since I've been in this business, 400, 300, 900, 600. You see? 900, 300, 600, 600, 1300, 23, 250, 1100, 1300. Every single day. I turned a $228 investment into $10,000 plus dollars, actually about, I think between 11 and 13,000, my first month in the business, because you can't stop another person's excitement. Guys, that's called leverage. Now, Monty, why don't you think most people understand leverage? They think everything that look like this got to be illegal, right?
Yeah, because they've been taught that they have to work for money, and they have to, any dollar that they earn or that they make, they have to get out and they have to go work for every dollar. They don't recognize that in the jobs that they take, most people, somebody's leveraging their time, somebody's leveraging their knowledge, their expertise, and it's making that business owner, that building that they walk into every day, whoever owns that, they're earning money based upon leveraging that person's time. Well, here we just flip it. We teach you how to leverage systems. We teach you how to leverage strategies that have been put in place for you to leverage to create some win-win scenarios.
That's it. So guys, you either leverage or you getting leveraged. Okay, I'm just telling you, it's not. It ain't hard to figure out. You either learn how to use leverage or somebody's leveraging you. And ain't nothing wrong with it. We all leverage. I'm leveraging. You guys. I mean, you guys right now are being leveraged on Facebook. Facebook is leveraging me because I'm introducing them to a whole bunch of followers. Y'all leveraging me because I'm giving you knowledge that helped me become a millionaire in my 20s. Then I lost my first $1 million because the government leveraged me and took it all, right? So, I mean, it's just, then I leveraged making wealth real and teaching people never to let that happen to you again. So we all leverage each other. Man, I'm going to leverage this car bonus. How about that, right? $500 a month. Mr. Darius Vickers, Miss Travis Whitmore, Anthony Moore. You can get to a point, guys. Let me give you a secret. 50 people in your team. This is what we found historically. About 50 people brings you $500 a month in the car bonus. 50 people. That's strong. We have a ton of people who are taking advantage of this car bonus, right? You got Miss Deloach, Mr. Hill, Miss Anderson. $500 a month. Monty, they say if most people had an extra $500, they would not have filed bankruptcy.
Absolutely, that's true.
And here's the good news. You don't have to use it on a car at all. Brandon Caldwell, Herschel Gibbs, Lieutenant Colonel Larry Stewart, 500. Now, as your points grow, so does the car bonus. Now, this is my good friend here, Junior, from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Junior talks to about 9 million people every morning with Steve Harvey. Junior told me if he get the 1250 car bonus, it's over. He gonna come on here and just take the webinar over, right? He's at $500 a month right now. He's approaching $100 a day. Why? He lost a lot of money in stand-up because what? We can't get together. We can't meet, right? Seminar leaders like myself can't get on stage. Companies can't hire us. None of that. We can't get in front of the room. We can't do events. We can't. I mean, the pandemic affected us, so we have to pivot and make the money online. All you guys can use Making Wealth Real and use our platform, leverage us, and make money online now. So I don't need my government contracts. I don't need. I've done events for Aflac. I've done events for a company called Communicorp. It's a subdivision of a large insurance company. I've done Social Security adjudication review boards. I train employees. They're not bringing nobody in right now. So what are you going to do to supplement some of your income? You understand? Now, this thing gets up to $1,250 and then $3,000. Mm-hmm. Quanta Sims taking advantage of the $1,250 a month, right? Charles Ivory, $3,000 a month. Now, he went ahead and cashed it in and got the car. Christy Howard, $3,000 a month. Christy's still on the fence, Monty. She said, I don't know. Every time she go by the dealership, she pull in and pull out. You know what I mean? She don't know what she want to do. But look, Derek, what I like about it, until she figure it out, they still gonna give her the $3,000. Okay.
There you go.
That's crazy. So guys, it gets serious. And then our presidential bonus goes up to $100,000 a month. From $500 to $100,000 a month. So our good friend Charles Ivory, man, he's like a triple threat. He's got the $1 million ring. He's got $2,500 a month coming in. He's got $300 a day coming in. He's got the car bonus of $3,000 a month coming in. That's what we call like a triple threat. Christy Howard is also one of our $1 million ring earners. Miss Shana Rollins is also one of our $1 million ring earners. I mean, it's just getting out of control. So now what you guys want to do is just make a decision. Right? We're gonna let you go. Our 45 minutes of fame is up. We do this every Wednesday, just so you know. No password necessary. We're always on StreamYard on Wednesdays. Our Facebook fan page, howtoincreaseyourcashflow.com. Mr. Ray, there's some number threes watching us. And a number three is the kind of person who just doesn't see a good marriage. And you know what we do with a bad marriage? No, I'm just joking. What do we do with number three, Mr. Ray? Let's talk to him.
Hey, number three basically says, hey, I don't need the extra cash. I don't need to fix my credit. I don't need all the extra stuff. I'm good. And so a number three users say, I'm out. But hopefully we'll say to number threes, if you thought the information was okay, please pass it and share it to someone that you can help probably put yourself in a better position to engage into a profit.
That's right. All right. That's the number three. So number three, say thank you, but no thank you. I got plenty of land in California. My credit score is a 983. I don't have any debt. Been free a long time. All right, number threes. Monty, number twos. Talk to him.
The number two, Brian, basically is the individual that says, hey, I heard what you said, and I kind of liked it, about that money max and credit max. I certainly would like to take advantage of that. But, I'm not into trying to make the money. My money is okay. I'm making enough, but I really would like to use those different maxes. And for that person, that it's a different enrollment. There's a $79 cost to give you access to those experts in those various maxes. And then there's $79 per month. And so that's the number two.
That's number two. So guys, number two is it's not 228 that I've been talking about. It's not 119. And number two is members only. Just the membership and the experts. And number one says, Brian, I'm in. I need to have one of these Zooms for myself privately, and that's what we'll do for you. You don't give it the person who invited you. We have a Zoom for you. And you say, I'm in. 228 is my business and my membership. 119 a month is how I maintain my business and my membership. I'm not coming in with a free mentality. Just show me how to make the profits so my business will pay for itself. We'll show you how to make the profits and turn 119 into several thousand. Or your membership is helping you expand your cash flow. And that's what we're here to do. We're really looking for number ones right now. Everybody can't handle ground floor, right? Everybody can't handle growth, but everybody can handle the results that come with it. So if you're number one, the person whose watch party you're watching or the person who invited you, text them back and say, hey, I'm a number one. I'm all the way in. I'm ready to get my password so the experts can start helping me. I got 30 days for them to help me get my stuff in order. And I got a lifetime to build this wealth because guess what? You guys, in fact, deserve it. I'm Brian Beane. That's Monty Montgomery. That's Derek Ray. I appreciate you guys. Get with the person that invited you. There's some Zooms going on this week. There's a private Zoom happening basically every single day. And we'll see you guys here next Wednesday and all the Zooms in between. Thanks for your time. Peace.
See you guys.
See you guys. Have a good night.